Thank you so much for being here for Gary's Day, all the last minute adjustment. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Severson. I'm the Waukesha County Sheriff, and it's my honor to kind of preside over what's become a tradition in the office to take a few minutes on a deputy's last day and just talk a little bit about his career and do what we can to try to show our level of appreciation. And we've got some awards and plaques and stuff to cover walls, and so we're going to get going and doing that. So again, thank you everyone for being here. We got such a great turnout. I love it when we have people standing in the halls, but there's plenty of room if you guys want to come on in, or you're just waiting for the big call. So we're going to start. Gary, why don't you come on up so we can start getting pictures. Jeff, you're all good to go?
All good.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Jeff. So we're going to start with the state commendation. And some of these I'll read. And forgive me, Gary, but I have to make
No worries.
So from the state of Wisconsin, this is a certificate of commendation honoring Deputy Sheriff Gary L. Kelly, Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. On behalf of the residents of the state of Wisconsin, I congratulate you on the occasion of your retirement and thank you for 25 years of service to Waukesha County. Your commitment to protect and serve has made Waukesha County a better and safer place for residents and visitors and has greatly contributed to the well-being and quality of life of Wisconsinites. You have brought proficiency as well as expertise to your profession, and I extend my personal thanks to you for the contributions you've made to the state of Wisconsin. My best to you for an enjoyable and rewarding retirement dated September 25th, 2020, done at the Capitol in the city of Madison on 24th day of July, 2020. Tony Evers, Governor of the state of Wisconsin. So congratulations. You can just put them right back there. That'll work. Steps in today. This is our commendation from the Office of the County Executive. Whereas Gary L. Kelly served Waukesha County for 25 years, and whereas Gary L. Kelly began his career with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Office on June 17, 1995 as a correctional officer, and whereas Gary L. Kelly was appointed to Deputy Sheriff 1 on July 12, 1997, and was assigned to the Courts Division. On November 6, 1999, Gary Kelly was promoted to Deputy Sheriff 2 and assigned to the Patrol Division. And whereas Gary Kelly displayed selfless commitment to the citizens of Waukesha County through his work as a Metro detective from January 2006 until January 2008. And whereas Gary Kelly demonstrated his commitment to the department as a Metro detective through his work with the Milwaukee District Office of the DEA while investigating the Lars drug trafficking operation, the investigation into a large-scale cocaine distribution organization located in Waukesha County in Milwaukee and lasted a total of 5 months. The investigation resulted in the arrest of the Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Chicago suppliers. And whereas Gary L. Kelly was assigned the position of school resource officer at Sussex Hamilton High School in August 2012, where he remained until May 2019. Gary L. Kelly was acknowledged by countless thank you letters for outstanding law enforcement activities from community leaders, citizens, and students. And whereas Gary Kelly on April 25th, 2019 received a Community Service Award presented by the Hamilton School Board for providing exceptional service to the entire school district. And whereas Gary Kelly received a thank you letter on February 29th, 2019 from the Lisbon Fire Department for the support and recognition of actions during the emergency call of 2 pulseless, non-breathing resuscitations. And whereas Gary Kelly conducted himself at the highest level of professionalism, dedication, and enthusiasm, now therefore hereby be it resolved that Gary Kelly is to be commended for his many years of service to Waukesha County and is given every best wish for the coming years. In testimony whereof I, Paul Farrell, Waukesha County Executive, hereby sign this commendation and affix the seal of Waukesha County on the 25th day of September in the year 2020. And again, that is signed, Paul Farrell, the Waukesha County Executive. We in government sure like to talk, don't we? mine's a lot shorter. From the Waukesha County Office of the Sheriff, I hereby present this honorable discharge to Deputy Gary Kelly. Presented in recognition of Deputy Gary Kelly's distinguished service to the department and to the citizens of Waukesha County from June 17th, 1995 to September 25th, 2020. And I proudly signed that just the other day. Okay, for our next presentation, is Deputy Meyer stepping up? Arnie, are you here? Yep. There you go, Arnie. Deputy Meyer will be representing the Waukesha Deputy Sheriff's Association.
Deputy Meyer with the Deputy Sheriff's Association, and Gary, I'd like to present your shadow box. Also have a check from the association. If you want to sign that over, I'll give it to Terry right now. So with that, the flag was actually flown over the state capitol and out front of our courthouse. Terry, you want to come up?
Surprise!
It's also, Sheriff, you sign this? You want me to go ahead with it, or? Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. It's in tribute to Terry Kelly. Upon the occasion of your spouse's retirement from Waukesha County Sheriff's Department, you are commended for your unselfishness, faithful, and devoted support of your service. You have distinguished yourself through your extraordinary contributions to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department and the community of Waukesha County while assisting your husband throughout his career. Your unfailing support and understanding have been the vital ingredients to the lasting contributions your spouse has made to this organization and this mission.
Oh.
Reporting tonight, baby.
Thank you, Marty. The Waukesha County Citizens Academy Alumni Association has asked years ago to be a part of this presentation, and so President Marie Bernanke is here to issue their challenge coin. Marie?
Deputy Kelly, we want to, from the Citizens Academy Alumni Association, want to present you with a challenge coin and say congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for all your years of service to the community.
Thank you very
We're
much.
going to really miss you at Sussex Lions Day.
Yes, that's right.
That's true.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, Gary, before I turn the lectern over to you for your own remarks, I just want to say a few things. Gary and I met in my office yesterday, and one of the things that struck me is that the number of deputies that are still here that I actually work with on the road are rapidly shrinking. And so that was the first thing I thought of. We had a great conversation, I thought, yesterday, and we reminisced a little bit on the various times that we spent together working, and I mentioned to Gary that one of the best things that I think about when I think of Gary's service is his desire every day to just bring his best attitude and his best to everything he did. And we had a pretty lengthy conversation about how important that is to recognize that what we do is so important, and that our own perception and our own perspective on things really will drive how well we do our work. And certainly in Gary's case, he's been excellent. You taught me a lot. To this day, I still use some of the lessons that you've taught me, and we talked a little bit about that as well. I won't bore the group with those, but to say I'm honored to wear the same uniform is an understatement. To say that this county is better for your service is an understatement. We're lucky to have you. We talk a little bit about us and how impressed I was with what you brought to the table. You know, I really feel that we're lucky that we had you here for this time. And, I can't believe it's gone by so fast. I mean, it seems like yesterday when we were sitting across the table conducting that interview. And, I'm going to miss you. I really hope that you remember that this is your family and you can come back anytime. You know, my office is certainly always stocked with coffee and you're welcome to stop in. So before we finish up with the last few items, Gary, I'd like to kind of turn it over to you and give you an opportunity to say your goodbyes.
Yes. Made it. Like Sheriff said, I want to thank the Sheriff. I want to thank Inspector Gum, Deputy Inspector Esser, our District Attorney here, Sue Hopper, my best trainee ever had, Chief. That's awesome. So proud of him. Like Sheriff said, my whole thing for 25 years is I just wanted to be a positive influence. Stop crying, Lisa.
I know, sorry.
The biggest thing I like to say I brought to all of us, whether it was a bad scene or a good scene, was my humor. My humor, whether we were in a storm, whether it was at the district, the high school, whether it was on a scene, is I always try to bring a positive outlook. I like to think that when I showed up at a scene, my fellow deputies were relieved that they knew that I was going to help do the job. I know my supervisors had the confidence in me that I would do a good job. And that's all I really wanted. As I got older and realized that I was the old guy, I tried to help the young deputies, and there's a bunch of them back there. And the biggest thing I want to leave off with you guys, my brothers and sisters, is that the biggest thing that you control in this job is your attitude. There's a lot of other things in our job that you can't control, but you can control your attitude. And Deputy Whittick back there, we've had that conversation many times, and you're the next leader. I'm gonna call you out. So that's what we have as senior deputies. We need to be that force. And even when stuff's bad around us, even when what's going on in the world right now, we as deputies, we as officers, police officers have to understand that what we do is important. And we are good people. So when all this stuff that's flying around out right now, it don't mean squat to us, because we know who we are. Don't let anybody outside this room define who we are, because we're Waukesha County Deputy Sheriffs, and that means something. So, you guys take care of each other. Be safe. Thank you.
Great job, Gary. Before we do our final 1042 call, I look around the room. Gary, you packed the room. I don't think that there's a better tribute than when your peers come out and say, thanks, Gary, we're going to miss you. Goodbye. Dan, you snuck in on me. I didn't see you there. Dan Truitt, my predecessor sheriff and a mentor that I've had for a long, long time. Seems like you were always stuck with me, Dan. But you know, people come out of the woodwork, Gary, to see you. And
Honor.
They're really grateful that you're here. So, Pat, you're going to do the honors?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, if you've got a radio, please turn it on to hearing 4.
9502. 9502. 9502. Ceremony is concluded. Go ahead with your admin message. Stand by. On behalf of WCC and the Waukesha County Sheriff Department, we would like to congratulate Deputy Gary Kelly on his retirement after 25 years of honorable service to the citizens of Waukesha County. You served the department in many capacities throughout your career, which included the jail division, the patrol division, specifically being assigned to the village of Sussex and the town of Lisbon contract, and your assignment as the SRO for the Hamilton School District. Your knowledge and dedication will be missed but never forgotten. We wish you the best as you begin the next chapter of your life. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Deputy Kelly, you are 1042.
Thank you for that. Love you guys. You guys take care of each other and be safe. I'm 1042.
Thank you, Pat.
Nice job, Gary.
I wonder if we could give our retiring deputy a show of appreciation. We have coffee and cake out back. Please help yourself. Thank you again so much for being here. I hope everyone has a good